Lizzie Loch here, and I want to create this video, one, to more formally welcome you to this channel and to this space, and also to get to know each other. I realize I started this channel, and oftentimes I can just jump into things, and what I really want to invite here is some context for this space and also an opportunity for you to get to know me. For the vlog series, every week is going to be completely different because I truly believe in living life with synchronicity and following the flow with creative unfoldment. And I want to take you along on that process. And so some weeks we will totally dive in with other creators. Some weeks we might be making art. Some weeks we might go on adventures. Some weeks we might chat. And, it's just a reminder that it's okay. It's okay if it looks different week to week. It's okay to be in the process of evolution. And so I'm going to answer a few questions about myself so you can get to know me. Thanks for being here too. Truly. If you're here, I'm giving you a high five. I was really inspired to start a vlog series after watching a vlog series last year. And what I love about vlogs in the YouTube space is I feel like it's a space to really drop in deep, really connect, really usher in that sense of community and connectivity and go deeper into a lot of subjects, which, if you know me and you will get to know me, that's how I roll. We go deep. So yeah, let's get started. Woo! So these are questions that I often ask other people, and I figured I would ask myself them. So the first one is, what's exciting you lately? And what's exciting me lately is being, one, in California, two, being close to the ocean and being able to jump into the ocean and really connect with the water and the animals in the ocean. And what's also exciting me is one of the big reasons I came back to California was for the art and having more opportunities to share the art with people. And I'm really excited. I've just started creating custom art jackets. So I've created some in the past, and now people are either bringing me jackets for them to paint or saying, follow your intuition, pick me out a jacket, paint the jacket, and let's go. And I'm even working on a Armani suit that someone gave me to paint. So by the time you see this, actually, I don't know if the suit will be done by the time you see this, but I'm having fun over here, and yeah, I'm really grateful and excited to continue to build and continue to create, and to be here on social media is really an interesting thing as well for me. I've spent so much time, even though I've shared on Instagram, I haven't really spent much time there. Like, I share a post in 3 minutes, maybe have a little writing or not put much thought into it, like time wise, and then carry on. And now for the first time, I'm really seeing the power of social media and choosing to use it as a space to connect and create value and share and build community, because I think it's so, so powerful. And I know I've been influenced by other creators in a positive way. And so if I can do that for you, it's an honor and a joy, because we are all so interconnected. What are you looking to invite more into your life? Ooh. I'd say community, connection, and community. Also spaces where I can show up and share my gifts, whether it be art or channeling or just connecting in experiences and guided journeys. I'd say the continued cultivation of community, and the continued cultivation of community around the world as well as here in Los Angeles, California. I've got so much energy to give, and so when spaces arise or people or projects for me to show up for, it's really an exciting thing. And collaborations, I think I love collaborations. I'm a very collaborative being, and I love co-creative, collaborative spaces. And that was part of the reason I have guests on the creator experience sometimes, is because I love to collaborate. I love to dive deep in with people in their passions, and then also to co-create from that space. A human moment for me lately, since I've been starting to create content, I find my brain thinks about more video ideas. And the other day I was on a layover in Vegas and I time-lapsed myself eating a cucumber. I was like, well, all right. The cucumber, I had just a whole cucumber, which I do stuff like that all the time. I'm kind of like, I can relate to dads a lot, like the goofy dads that embarrass the children or moms, because I feel like I play that role in my own life to myself and then also to people I'm around when we're out and about in public, because I've gotten to a point where I see how much it doesn't matter to be tied down by those perceptions of other people in such small moments. And it's really liberating. It's really liberating in myself. Like if I'm on a walk in a park and I want to run, I run. If I want to skip, I skip. And that's okay. And I think it's funny that as humans, we've maybe forgotten that. And it's so liberating to just be able to play with life, play with creation, and not be so caught up in the perceptions of others, right? Especially in those small day-to-day moments. If we can make them more joyful, if we can make them more connected, moving from our heart, moving from our passion, then everything becomes blissful and alive. There won't be such a separation between, like, I'm working and then when I have a glass of alcohol, I can suddenly play and be myself. It'll be, well, you can be that all the time in every moment. And that might look different. I know for me it looks different. Sometimes I'm incredibly extroverted and playful and silly and goofy. And sometimes I'm hyper focused and serious. And sometimes I just want to be alone and go into a deep internal space. And so that can look a multitude of ways, but I find a great empowerment when you're just free to be however it feels true for you to be in the moment. It feels true for you to be that. What's also exciting me lately is I started an online community called the Creators Oasis Club, and we meet weekly on Tuesdays, and I channel through a guided meditation journey. We practice different creative exercises, and it's a place to also be accountable to yourself and to what you're creating in the world. So we have anyone in the group from solopreneurs to musicians to artists to people who are still working their 9-to-5 job but are really wanting to explore something new. They know it's not it for them, and they want to give themselves that space to explore, to discover, and also to keep showing up. And so, yeah, it's an incredible space, and I'm honored to be facilitating it and also growing community in that space, because when we can reflect back to each other, which we're all mirrors, but then when we create these intentional spaces, we're essentially amplifying the mirrored reflection, allowing for greater accountability and just showing up to a higher reality. And we can do that together, which is really cool, while honoring our individual sovereign selves. And I know for me, as a solopreneur, and I've had teams, but I've done so much on my own, that was why I created this space. I was like, I'm jazzed and lit up to lead it and to have a space to channel through these activations and these journeys. So if that resonates with you, feel free to send me a message on, I don't know if YouTube does messaging. Let me know in the comments if they do. Or on Instagram at Lizzie Loch, or email Lizzie@lizzieloch.com. Yeah, and we can chat. The space is definitely curated. Like, I filter through everyone in the community to be at a space where I feel like you're ready to receive the energies and really create a nurturing ecosystem and environment. And so when you send me an email, just let me know like why you feel called to be there, and if you don't know why, just what you're interested in creating in your life, and then we can chat. So I may show you a few moments of things that I've been up to lately, from the ocean to the art jackets to a few pieces of art I have created lately, and enjoy. Oh yeah, and I just added this question in because it's funny. I was like, let's make a vlog about, so you can get to know me, and none of my questions were about myself. And I think part of the reason that is because I'm so geared towards the present moment, right? I'm so geared towards what's here and what's most exciting now. And that's truly the most relevant, highest energy. I realize that even in doing vlogs with other creators, some of them have incredible stories, yet in the vlog, that wasn't the most alive thing, because what was the most alive thing is where that creator is now in the present. And I'm sure you can go online and learn all about their stories. But I was kind of giggling to myself because energy is much more focused on the present moment, and if past stories come up and are relevant, then they do, but I don't tend to focus on that, like regardless of who I am with. However, that being said, I want to share a bit about myself. So, as some of you know, I am an abstract artist, and I'm also an intuitive guide. And for those who are curious on how that journey really began for me, it all started probably, the moment I came into this life is when it began. But I really went on a deep inner journey maybe almost a decade ago, where I had my eyesight healed by an energy healer, and that propelled me to go to Mexico. I moved to Mexico, started apprenticing with a Mayan shaman, and lived there for several months, really opening up my healing abilities, which I think that we all have, and more on that another time. And when I got back from Mexico, my ability to see and sense energy just turned online. It's like now I can sense energy in the way that most people will sense a table or a hand. It's just very tangible for me. And so I started practicing with people, doing sessions and channeled guided work. And it was incredible to see the openings that would happen for people instantly, like starting to work with someone who had been trying to have a baby for years. And then we did a session and she was really able to open up stuff within herself, and she got pregnant. And then seeing people's digestion heal and like all sorts of things happen. And I don't claim any of that as me. Actually, I think it's the person, and I'm simply holding a container and holding a frequency that they can choose to accept or not accept. And none of this is medical advice. This is all entertainment purposes only, and all that jazz, squares and lollipops. But it works. And so that really catapulted my journey with energy work. And from there, it just continued to evolve. And I've traveled mostly over the last 10 years, going anywhere from India to Thailand to Bali to Spain, and really moving about the world in a very fluid way, being exactly where I need to be when I need to be there. And I've had the opportunity to connect with amazing souls around the world, work in a variety of industries. I was in the fashion industry, the entertainment industry. I've thrown art shows in the cryptocurrency blockchain space, and I've had the opportunity to work as an intuitive guide with some incredible CEOs, incredible mothers, incredible humans from the ages of 21 through 72. And what I find in the people that I work with, it's not so much an external identifier, it's more of an internal space that they hold and they're ready to jump into. And I find it also takes a level of maturity and readiness to really go deep and do the inner work. And it's beautiful to witness when someone really does shift their internal world. The shifts in their external world are inevitable. And so that's a bit of the work that I do, and that evolved into art. And I hosted a retreat on opening up your creativity because I've always been a performer. I also did stand-up comedy. I've lived a lot of lives, guys. And so the retreat was on opening your creativity, and after the retreat I had all these art supplies, and I was living at a house in Austin, Texas, and I was in my office space that then became an art studio, and I just couldn't stop painting. Like, I started and I couldn't stop. It was all I could think about. It was all I could focus on. I think I kind of disconnected from a lot of humans in my life at that time, and I just went in on creation and art, and that was all I could do. And then it organically, people started asking for it, and it organically started selling. And so that's how the art really came out, because it was a place for me to channel all of this energy work into a tangible creation for people to then continue to receive that energy. And the artwork, essentially, from my perspective, creates it's like a particular frequency. So then it's a frequency amplifier that's just amplifying that frequency into a space, which could be said of all art and all things. And this art is just my particular expression from energies and consciousnesses that I channel and work with. And now I'm in this exciting place where I am really open for more custom art, to create custom art for people and continue to share the pieces I already have, and to create also art jackets I'm doing, where I am painting on jackets, which I think is so special, to be able to wear an energy that is unique to you, and also just wear something that's unique, right? in a prefabricated click Amazon culture, like when we can express something unique and really wear that and not just unique but in an empowering energy, I think that's really exciting. Personally, I love wearing the art jackets myself that I've created, so I'm excited to share them with other people who are also excited about them. So, yeah, that's a bit about me. I am a traveler, a creative. I've lived all over the world. I love to play, and I'm continually evolving, and I know that. And who I was 5 years ago is way different than who I am now. And who I'll be tomorrow will be different than who I am today. But my hope and intent is to continue to grow and to come more into myself so that I can give more of what I'm here to give to you and to creation. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. I would love to connect with you. I would love to hear your story, where you're at, and what you are creating in the world. Feel free to comment that below. This is just the beginning, and thanks for being here in the beginning as this continues to evolve in directions I don't even know yet. So we'll see where it goes, but if you'd like to come on the journey with me, I would love to have you here. Peace and love, Lizzie Loch.